Hello, it's your girl Sativa with another video. So as you guys have known, I don't know if you know, you know, if you don't, well, yeah, I started this E.O.S Evolution of Sativa series in May, and that was like, my goal was to see how much I grow within the space of 6 months and kind of like keep track of the things that I learned throughout the process, obviously sharing my experiences with you guys. We did that, and we're finally on episode 10 of the series. Unfortunately, this is going to be the last episode because I've been, like I said, this series has been going on since June. So it's been June, July, August, September, October, November, 6 months. So yeah, it's gonna stop. This is the last one. I'm gonna start it again next year when I do another series that is just gonna help me grow as an individual. I don't know, I'm thinking of doing 75 hard, but that's all we're just gonna see how that goes. Okay, so basically I want us to consider this as like the first season, you know, like season 1 of the evolution of Sativa. But yeah, this is gonna be the last episode, and in this last episode I want to talk about the 24 things that I have learned throughout this year. Okay, and I don't want to take too long, so let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing that I've learned is embracing solitude. I would consider this as like a gap year, but it's not really a gap. It wasn't really a gap year, but practically it was, okay, because I wasn't really going to like school, and I was just attending a course that helped me out with learning how to do curtain making and like just working around my sewing journey. So there's that, which is like totally a good thing. But I definitely think that I had to spend so much time alone this year, and I had to adjust to that, especially because obviously I was in high school last year, and just the years before that, and just my life in school, I was always around classmates, people, my friends, you know. So I got so used to that lifestyle. And then in November last year, during the finals, obviously we had to start studying at home and then just come to school, right, and go. Throughout that time, I realized that I had to get used to being alone. Okay, and oh wait, in grade 11, yeah, when I was in grade 11, I was in this relationship, you know, and I was so codependent because I was with that person every day. Okay, do you know it's every day? Like, I was literally, I couldn't be on my own. Like, even on the phone, when we were apart, I was always on my phone, always texting this person, and it was so unhealthy, you know. Obviously I didn't realize it until we broke up, and now this whole school thing happened during the finals, and I just had to start being on my own so much. So yeah, that adjustment, it was very, I won't say it was hard, because I don't know, bro, you get used to it, you know, because you're with yourself. Like, if anything, we are with ourselves like 24/7, so you have to get used to it, dog. It's just a matter of realizing that, okay, so if I can't text this person right now, or if I can't be with this person right now, or what can I do, you know? So I learned to kind of like fill up my time with things that are gonna benefit me. So with that, I started working on my mental health, physical and emotional, allowing me to now learn that I love to journal, I love to work out. You know, I do that. Obviously, with embracing solitude, like during your solitude, like you're alone, bro. So do things that you love, do things that are gonna make you feel so fulfilled, okay, where you won't go and seek that comfort from other people, because you can actually give it to yourself. Like, if anything, you're complete on your own. Like, that peace you're searching for, that, I don't know, it's within yourself. Okay, you just need to find it. You don't even need to find it, you need to create it. Okay, create the safe space for you to enjoy being on your own. Because also in grade 9 I went through like depression, because it was like COVID, and I feel like it took such a huge toll on me because I was experiencing like loneliness. So yeah, that wasn't really good, and I had to learn how to just take myself out of that lonely mindset and rather think of it as time with myself. Okay, you know, like, you should be happy to spend time with yourself. Like, it's worth it. Solitude really allows you to work solitude really allows you to know what works for you, what you want. Like during the moments of solitude, you learn who you are without the validation or the opinions of anybody else. You know what I mean? Like you understand yourself so much better, and it has so many benefits, like including the way your intuition is, because you know, being alone, somehow with all the decisions you make, because you're on your own, you increase self-trust within yourself. You know, you increase self-trust. This is where your spirit becomes so comfortable, because you're becoming comfortable in your own self. You know, you become so in touch with yourself. You know, like when you experience solitude and make love with solitude, it becomes so in touch with yourself, and it's the best feeling ever. So just go into isolation, it's worth it. Number 2, I learned to adapt and to adjust, because with how my life is right now compared to my life a year ago, it was definitely it felt like, what do you mean this is my life now? Like, I make clothes from being a girl that used to study flipping business and maths lit. You know, it's like today I'm making clothes, I'm a content creator, and all of that. Like, it's like, wow. You know, it's like, wow. And like I said, I was so used to just being in school and all of that. It's like when this year came up, obviously I had to start creating systems that would work for me, that will help me out with productivity, just so I don't fall into like slumps and all of that. Like, I just had to adjust to living life at home. Yeah, I think that was the biggest thing for me. I had to adjust to living life at home. But with that, I want to say, you know, change is scary, definitely, but it shows growth. You know, like it signals growth, and it shows that you're not stagnant and you're actually moving somewhere with your life. So always be okay with adapting and adjusting to new things, even though it may look scary. But sometimes it's that direction that you need. You're on that right direction, where it's like, to become the person that you want to be, this is the change you need to make. You need to start from being a shy person. You need to start talking to people. You know, it's like, just, you need to adapt to situations and a lot of stuff in a way that is going to be such a huge advantage to you. I don't know, just make it work, bro. So number 3 is keep the balance. So with that, I feel like it's in the sentence, bro. Keep the balance. Like, you know how there's light and there's darkness, there's no one without the other. That's just how it is with happiness, sadness. If you're gonna be happy, allow the bad days to come as well, because you can't get rainbows and flowers every day, baby. It has to storm and thunder sometimes, you know. So just be okay with that. Do not attach yourself to any feelings, actually. Like, don't attach yourself to the good or the bad. Like, be okay with either, because this life no balance, dog. Like, everything is sleepy. Like, you just need to be okay with what is, because not a lot of things are in our control. Obviously, I think if it was in our control, we'd be more than happy to just have things in a good state of manner, you know. But sometimes we need to experience the bad to see the good. So yeah, and with keeping the balance, it goes beyond, like, if you're gonna be lazy and stuff, have productive days, baby. You need to push yourself. Like, you need to push yourself, because nobody's gonna do it for you. Okay, if you're gonna be partying, make sure that you got days where you're actually focused and your life is not all ooh, but is. Number 4, forgive and learn from it. Okay, so if anything, I had to learn that it's okay to forgive and not forget, but learn from it. Learn from whatever it is that hurt you enough to just be so hurt that you can't even forgive it, you know. Learn from it. I think I had to learn from my heartbreak. Because it damaged me so much, to the point where I think it had a huge effect on how I see friendships as well. It's just relationships around me, and it's like, it had such a negative impact on me that, no, not everybody's like that, you know. And so what are the things that person did that made me feel like that made me see things like that? Like, it's just, take notes, bro, from the things that hurt you, from your past experiences, your trauma. Take notes so that you're able to identify any weird patterns that happen that could show you that, hey, this red flag, notice this red flag, or manipulation, whatever it may be, bro. Like, just, if you're hurt, the best thing to do is to forgive that person and learn from that experience. Number 5, where energy goes, energy flows. I honestly started understanding this lately, like just recently. Like, I mean, I've seen the code before, like earlier, I'm sure even last year, but it's only something that I've managed to take, like I've managed to recognize it and embody it this year, where it's like pouring into myself, and I'm realizing how everything is just reflecting so beautifully because I'm pouring into it. I don't know, does it make sense? It's like whatever you put your energy into, that is what's gonna bloom. Like, if you pour into yourself, you're gonna bloom. If you pour into that subject, you're gonna, like, that effort that you put into trying and learning something, it is gonna actually show. Like, it's gonna show. It may not be now, but it's definitely gonna show in the long run. So don't waste your energy on things that are not gonna benefit you. But yeah, I don't know, take that as it is, bro. Number 6, nothing changes if you don't change. I don't think that's a hard one to comprehend. Like, I don't think I should explain myself. Like, nothing changes if you don't change, because if I don't like something, nothing is gonna change if I don't change the reason I don't like it. Makes sense? Please, like, take that as it is and put it onto many scenarios and make it make sense for you. Because yeah. Number 7, be present. This was definitely a huge thing for me, because I just had to learn how to be present this year, and not live in a state of worry or stress. I don't know, but I just had to learn to be so. I always connect be present and gratitude together, because they just work. Okay, like, I had to learn how to be grateful, to appreciate the now. So that's how it is for me. Like, honestly, that's my whole lesson. That's the one big thing that I learned this year. Number 8, live intentionally. Honestly, again, like, everything that I'm saying, guys, like, it's in the sentence. Like, live intentionally, live with a purpose. Like, if you're gonna do something, do it with purpose. Like, do it with purpose. And I feel like that is so beneficial, because it will keep you going throughout the day. Living intentionally literally correlates with where energy goes, energy flows, because it's like you're doing something. Whatever you do, you're doing with the intention of it growing, or of it turning or being something, so it's like, oh my god, be so intentional with the things that you do. Even if it's like, oh, I'm going out with my friends, it's like, okay, why are you going out with your friend? Nah, I miss being with my people or whatever, and it's like, I just want to be around the people that increase my energy or whatever, like, have some sort of purpose as to why you do things. Because then if you don't have a purpose, it's like, now you're just living, you're just existing because you're existing. And that's like, think about it. Number 9, you don't need to understand everything. This one is for me. So this year, I definitely feel like I had this spiritual awakening, whereas it had me questioning so much, like so much. Do you understand? Like, the realization every day, really every day, bro. But with that, like, with my curiosity, I just tried to let myself understand that I can't control everything. I'll never be in control of everything. So I don't need to understand everything. I only need to understand what involves me, because that's all I can handle. High key, I'm not limiting myself, but it's like, I don't need to put myself in situations whereas it's just, I'm bombarded with information and things that I don't need to know them. Like, it's not gonna hurt me not to know them, So yeah, I had to work on that, you know. Like, I be sitting and I'm like, I am a human, and like I'm breathing, and like I can bath, and like, you know, because in my head I was really starting to think like, how come was souls living this life with the P Diddy, dog? Like, what's the goal? What's the point? But I realized that what if there's no point, you know, like what if the point is just to live, you know? And so yeah, it took a lot of adjusting to that and not trying to understand everything. But yeah, it's okay not to understand everything if there's anybody else that does, you know, try to like question a lot of stuff, even past traumas, like why did this happen. But at the end of the day, you're where you are today, and you should be grateful and happy, because at the end of the day we're gonna die. Number 10, let go and let God. Okay, so with this one, it is right there, bro. Let it go and let God handle it. Okay, I'm not gonna go deeper than that, because if anything, sometimes we don't have control over everything, guys. We only have control over the choices that we make, over the decisions that we make, over the reactions that we decide to make. Like, we only have control over ourselves. Other than that, anything that happens externally is because of another individual or because of circumstance, and it's okay that way. Okay, just cry about it and pray and let God deal with it, because some things are bigger than our heads. Number 11, patience is key. That was another thing, guys. Patience is key, for real. Like, just trust the process. In number 12, make peace with the past. Yeah, like I said, honestly, you know, like, there's some things that we can't change, and it's honestly things that are externally of us. It's things that we did not choose for them to happen. It's just things that happen, and unfortunately the only thing that we can do is like make peace with it, you know, even if it hurts. Just it's all part of the experience, you know. Like, just think about it in this way: had you not experienced that, would you become the way you are today? It took a minute for me to kind of digest that, but I definitely am very grateful for my past, you know, just because of the person that I turned out to be. I love the person I am today, and I will forever stand on the fact that they shaped me to be this completely different person that I would have never thought I would become 5 years ago. Yeah, it's really just the way you choose to look at life and the situation. Like, if it's not worth letting go of, I don't think any situation is worth not letting go of, because at the end of the day, it happened. Number 13, you're on the right path. I honestly don't believe that we've ever made the wrong decision, because even if it was not the proper decision, is it wrong? You know, is it really wrong? Because it takes us a step closer to our point in life. Like, you're honestly always on the right path. And even if you're just sitting at home doing nothing, no, it's not that you're worthless. But what if God is preparing you for something that you can actually be ready for in the near future? Like, you're never on the wrong path. Okay, so just bear with yourself and allow God to do the work. Number 14, be kind to your parents. It's their first time living too. I didn't start this year on like a good note with my parents. I'm not gonna go deeper than that, but over the time I realized that, oh, you know, I was your first child. It was your first time being a parent, and you were working around raising me. And yeah, just, you know, bro, it's our first time living life, and it's like, we're never gonna be perfect. So just spare them a little, you know, even if it turns out or it looks like their whatever decisions or however they ended up was selfish, narcissistic, and a whole bunch of stuff, bro. It's like, we're only human, and we're all shaped by the experiences that we've experienced. Okay, so, you know, these stuff that our parents don't even tell us, that might have happened like 20 years ago. Yeah, it might have been a long time, but if there's anything that I've learned when it comes to like millennials, or just anybody over 2000, like just far, dog. Even us, we don't really heal from the stuff that we go through, even if it was like a generation back, you know. And if we think about it, I feel like it's only now that our generation is kind of getting into the whole concept of healing, of learning what triggers are, and realizing that, oh, you know, it's just there's a lot of things that happened in the past that shaped us to who we are today, you know, except you don't realize that until after a very long time. So just bear with your parents, bro. It's like, you know, and obviously with all that, with all the growth that has happened, they are old now, and it's not like they're going to just understand in a click. It's going to have to take a lot of convincing and a lot of relearning and rewiring their mindset. So it's like, bear with them, okay? Bear with them. If anything, I get it, there's a lot of stuff that have been done to a lot of us as kids and stuff, you know, but it's like, it's their first time living too, and you can't be mad at that, you know. You really can't be mad at that. And yeah, at some point it's like, as parents, they push it, and yeah, because they are the adults, but it's like, just breathe and let them be, because high key, it's not useful to be arguing with them or trying to defend yourself or trying to convince them that they must stop treating you like that. Like, if that's how a person is, let them be. Just change the way you come off around them, okay? Just, if, yeah, dog, like, it's parents' name. Hey, anyways, number 15, take accountability. Yeah, you know, take accountability of your actions, dog. Like, if you did something and whatever, how are you gonna work around changing that situation because of what you did? You know, like, take it upon yourself to just admit that this happened because da 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 da. Now what are you gonna do after that? You know, make a difference. Okay, if you don't like that outcome, make a difference and just, you know, own up to your actions. Own up to your actions. It's not hard. Own up to them. So the sooner you do, the sooner everything can just be better than it's giving. Number 16, being a victim shouldn't be a personality, okay? We get it. Like, it's not that it doesn't matter what happened to you, but it's like, sometimes you just need to accept it and be okay with it, okay? Don't make it all about you. And no, it's not being selfish talking about the things that happen to you, but it's like, it doesn't have to be all to you, you know, like, that's not all you hold. Like, there's so much more to you than the things that have happened to you. But yeah, number 17, acceptance. Like I said, just accept the situation. Like, it's hard to accept, but once you come to terms with a lot of things, it becomes easier to live and adjust and adapt to that reality, you know. Like, take it as it is. Like, honestly, like, take it as it is, especially if you can't change it. Like, now what exactly? Number 18, do not limit yourself. Do not ever limit yourself. I feel like the world is big, bro. Like, the world is huge. We're like, how many people? 8 billion? And you're telling me that I can only be one thing. Don't ever limit yourself, okay? Even when a person tells you that, no, your hobby is not worth, or wada, shut up and do what you want, okay? Do what you want. If you believe you can be an astronaut, and if you believe that you can build a house in Jupiter, believe in yourself, sweetie. God did not give you that thought just so that thought can rot in your head. Take action, okay? Like, push yourself. Like, honestly, that's the point. Push yourself and don't ever limit yourself because of other people. No. Number 19, it's your life, it is your choice, okay? This goes beyond anything. Like, if you want to be a doctor, be a doctor. If you want to be a policeman, be a police. If you want to be a musician, be a musician. If you want to be a painter and a lawyer and a monk, do it, because who's gonna stop you? Like, it's your life, it is your choice, okay? It's your life. And I know a lot of us are stripped of a lot of rights, no lie in that, but the decisions that you make shape your life, just so you know, okay? So Yeah, just so you know, like whatever decisions that you actually make in your life, they whatever, yeah, they shape your life. What am I saying? But it's really nothing crazy. Your life, your choice. Do whatever you want. You have the free will. Don't do whatever, but just be aware of the things that you do. Don't go and kill somebody, but just do something that will, like, your life, your choice. Whatever life you want to create for yourself is going to be determined by the choices that you make. Number 20, enjoy the process of being. If anything, this relates to patience as well, because I won't lie, like some days I be sitting like I am not going anywhere with this YouTube, with the content creation, with nothing, until I have to sit down and realize that, wait, like everything is happening, and like, why am I rushing to just reach the end of the race? And it's not even a race, that's the thing. Like, why am I rushing this process? Because time is not going anywhere. My dreams are not going anywhere. Like, they are here and they're gonna progress as time goes on, so it's like, let me be patient and not jump to happenings and conclusions. No, let me just enjoy this time of me becoming the person that I want to be. Embrace it. Like, it is so beautiful, especially when you get to see the growth that's been happening. And that's the thing, like, you never realize the things changing or the growth happening like in real time. Like, it takes time, and it takes allowing time to unfold whenever it does unfold. I don't know. Number 21, get out of your comfort zone. Yeah, just get out of your comfort zone. Like, it's so easy to be comfortable. Like, I'm very comfortable as a homebody, yeah, but it's like, get out of your comfort zone so that you just, I don't know, I feel like it will help you see life in another perspective, and not the perspective you're so used to seeing life in. Like, just get out there, bro. Like, live, experience. Sometimes it's not a bad thing to try something new. Like, it's so okay to do that. You'll enjoy it. In fact, like, I don't think you'll ever have regrets doing something other than what you're used to. Like, and you never know what's gonna happen. That's the thing. Like, you never know what's waiting for you outside of that comfort zone. So it's like, get yourself out there, baby. Get yourself out there. Number 22, discipline and consistency. I learned a lot about discipline through me working out. Working out makes me feel like I am in control of the things that I do, and I show up. It makes me feel like I show up, because I truly believe that's what discipline is. Okay, discipline is you showing up, and even if you don't do much, but it's about you showing up for yourself. So I definitely learned that through my working out and just choosing to be productive rather than doom scrolling. And then with consistency, I feel like I had to learn the process of being consistent through my content creation and just trying to put myself out there regularly, and not just once and then I stop. It's like, I'm committing to something that I want for a very long time, and so I'm just gonna allow myself to just appreciate the growth. Okay, appreciate the growth that comes with consistency and discipline. It's very, very beneficial, and I don't know, they just make such a huge difference as to how you spend your days, because now then, with discipline and consistency, you know what your priorities are. What's so much more important to you than the things that are not. Number 23, stand for who you are. And when I say stand for who you are, that honestly means embrace your authenticity, because there's nobody else like you. You're never gonna be like anyone else. So it's like, just be you and do you. Fuck what people say, bro. Like, who cares? Like, if we're being honest, who cares? Like, even if I'm gonna say something, why do you care that I'm saying something? Like, caring means you allowing other people to validate and lead the way you live your life. Like, don't care. Like, so what? Yo, so what? So what? Just shh. If it doesn't concern you, shut up. For the last one, yo, it's been a long list. For the last one, live, love, and learn. That is something that I'm trying to do on a daily basis. I don't want to just exist, okay? I want to live and feel like I want, like, if I had to die tomorrow, I would be okay with the way I lived my last day. I want to love, okay, because I honestly, like, it's not even about me believing. Love is the highest frequency. So I'm learning to be love and not expect love. That's still a whole thing that I'm trying to work around. But I just, you know, and learning, okay, like, just learn. Like, with learning right now, I've been reading audiobooks, like I said, I don't know, but I'm also pushing myself with making different items for designing, you know, not just making things that are going to be suitable for me alone, making things for the people around me as well. And so I don't know, it's just pushing me, okay, it's just pushing me to do more than I know I can do. But yeah, honestly, I don't know, that was just it for this video. I had a completely different idea of how I wanted episode 10 to be, but this morning I was like, it's so deserving to be a video where I just talk about the things that I've learned this year. And I honestly think those 24 things, just to round up everything, you know. 2024 has been a long year, and unfortunately I think we're left with like 6 weeks of this year. It was very, very, very fast, but it was worth living, you know, because I'm glad I didn't fall into any, like, a crazy depressive episode. Like, I think that's one thing that I'm always so scared of. Like, I don't want to be, because I feel like if I allow myself to go through that, it's going to be so hard to take myself out of it. So yeah, I think if anything, that is one thing that I'm so proud of myself for, and just for standing on business about the things that I believe, the things that I want myself, the things that, like, just how I want my life to be. Like, I actually stood on business. So yeah, I am gonna see you guys next year with the season 2 of the evolution of Sativa. I hope you guys enjoy this video, learn a thing or two, like I always hope you do. Wait, that's gonna be my new outro. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Oh my lord, like, I received one subscriber yesterday, I think, you know, after dropping the sit down video before this one, and I'm so grateful. I have 85 subscribers. I honestly hope that by the end of December I'll have over 100 subscribers. Like, it's been a long year, okay? It's been a long year, and I won't even blame myself. Somehow I did stop being consistent, and I wasn't as disciplined with the things that I want to do, but I did so much. I actually pushed myself to just do better than I would have if I continued to slack. So that's a good thing. Like, I am happy about how I spent my year, and I hope you guys are too. You know, I know this year was not, it was very fast, but for a lot of people it just seems like it wasn't as easy. But I honestly, hey man, it's been a year, okay? And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys.